XRP could finally be reaching a deal. It could be days away from an announcement coming from the final settlement with the SEC. You may ask why. Well, I'm going to break it all down for you in this video. Let's get into it. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Time to talk, like we said, about XRP. And ultimately, the big question, are we about to see a settlement? Have we seen Brad and Stuart in court deciding what that settlement could be? Well, I'm going to try and break down for you exactly what is going on. And more importantly, how close are we to a settlement and then ultimately a pretty big move for XRP. Don't forget, as always, hit that like and subscribe button so you stay up to date with everything going on in the cryptocurrency market. But overall, 2.64 trillion is where we sit. Bitcoin looking to retest 70,000. XRP, though, is starting to have a little bit of a rally on the speculation that we're about to see I'll get a settlement. Why do I say that? Well, 63.08 is the current price, about $1.8 billion. But the thing that everyone is talking about, the narrative that's been spun, the question mark, if you will, that everybody has is this here. This was ultimately put on the district court south of District for New York. It says settlement conference. Now, again, these are all obviously under certain protection orders and ultimately filings that we can't see them. But it's very strange that we get a settlement conference document. Now, the important bit to reference here is why. This could be a party agreement between the SEC and XRP. And then what they have to do is ultimately, therefore, go and propose this to the judge. And then we get this. This is obviously a picture of Brad and Stuart going to court and then ultimately going up the steps into that court in New York in the South District. So not only do we have a potential settlement filing, we also have them going into court. Now, again, remember, you've got to ask yourself this simple question. If this was a legal matter in which they were debating whether things are right or not, or securities or not, why would the CEO need to be there? Surely if it was a legal element, then the reality is Stuart and his team could take care of it. The fact Brad is there would only be to discuss a settlement. It would only be to ultimately give the judge the decision that has been made. Clearly, it will be a financial decision. And ultimately, remember, the SEC challenging for a $2 billion fine. So thinking about that, thinking about the fact that it would be a financial decision that ultimately XRP has come to an agreement with the SEC, well, we then see $128 million US move from an unknown wallet to an unknown wallet. Lots of people now speculating, could this be a payment to the SEC? Remember, it came out in some of those documents that ultimately Ripple is selling tokens to fund its entity. This is interesting. 210 million XRP priced in at $128 million, moved from wallet to an unknown wallet. What could this be? Very interesting. Not only do we have a conference settlement, we have Brad and Stuart in New York going to the courthouse. And then at the same time, we have a massive XRP move. In my opinion, I think it's a settlement deal. I can't be any more honest. That's not to say that it's not, and it could be something completely different, but you align the stars, and I think we get a full moon, in my opinion. I think a lot of things are now pointing to the fact that this could be a settlement proposal. It could be a settlement funding, and that's why we've seen the wallet move. There's no other reason. There's no unlocks from the escrow or anything else. And then ultimately, the decision, therefore, is which way is it going to go? Now, if ultimately Ripple is settling with the SEC, you would argue, therefore, XRP would not be deemed a security. They'll pay a fine and move on. We could be in for a monumental spike in the price of XRP. We know what happened when ultimately they won that court case. Again, from Judge Alan Torres not being classed as a security. This could be something of a similar, if not more, of a magnitude when it comes to this settlement. And again, it would put 3.5 years of flat price action for XRP behind. And we could see a massive run. A lot of people have talked about $589, $10,000 if you look at some YouTubers. The reality is we could see a dollar very quickly on XRP. If you take a look at the price right now, we are still continuation in this consolidation phase, holding off this 50-day exponential moving average, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. We did come down and test both the 200 and the 200 simple moving average. MACD looking like it wants to move to a bullish cross. You can see a slight uptick in the short narrative here, which could give us some positive news in terms of MACD and RSI trending in the middle. So we could absolutely see a push to the upside, given market sentiment and given the potential announcement of a settlement. But as always, you guys let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think this is a settlement? Do you think it's around the corner? It feels like it to me, but I'm always interested to know what your thoughts are. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more content about XRP, guess what? Hit that subscribe button, turn your notification bell on, and click all so you don't miss a beat. And always, thank you so much for watching the videos. I really appreciate you guys. Let's hope we've got a settlement around the corner and XRP is about to explode. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.